What if you moved to China completely alone? No friends, no family, just you and 1.4 billion strangers. Today, I'm going to walk you through what it's actually like, living solo as a foreigner in China. First things first, China is huge. 34 provinces, hundreds of cities, each with its own dialect and culture. Most foreigners cluster in Shanghai, Beijing, Guangzhou, or Shenzhen, Tier 1 cities with expat communities. But even in the biggest cities, you're visibly different. People stare, kids point. Some want selfies with you. I arrived at the airport with 2 suitcases and a phone full of translation apps. That was my entire toolkit. Immigration took 40 minutes. Visa check, fingerprints, photo, health form. Welcome to China. First challenge outside the airport. No Google, no Instagram, no WhatsApp. The Great Firewall hit me immediately. You need a VPN from day one. Without it, you're cut off from everything and everyone you've ever known. WeChat. Download it immediately. It's not just messaging, it's payments, social media, and your entire life here. Without WeChat, you literally cannot function in modern China. No payments, no deliveries, no taxi, no nothing. Second reality check, almost nobody speaks English. Even in Shanghai, Mandarin is not optional, it's survival. Tingbudong, I don't understand. You'll say this phrase approximately 400 times your first week. But here's the thing. Chinese people are incredibly patient with foreigners trying to speak Mandarin. They appreciate effort. Taxi drivers, shopkeepers, random strangers, most will try to help you, even through the language barrier. The friendliness surprised me. I expected coldness. Instead, I got unsolicited advice, free fruit, and constant, hello. But friendliness doesn't pay rent, and rent was my very first real problem as a solo foreigner in China. Deep breath. Let's talk about what it really takes to build a life here from absolute zero. Housing in China. You'll need a passport, visa, and usually a Chinese friend or agent to help negotiate leases. Renting solo is possible, but tough. Some landlords refuse foreigners. Too complicated, they say. When you do find a place, expect to pay months up front. First month, last month, deposit, often 3 months total. My first apartment was tiny, 25 square meters in a tower block, but it was mine, my little fortress. Police registration within 24 hours. This is mandatory. Take your passport and lease to the local police station. Zhuzhuzheng, temporary residence permit. Without it, you're technically illegal even with a valid visa in China. Every time you change address, re-register. Every time. Chinese bureaucracy follows you like a shadow everywhere you go. Bank account. Bring your passport, registration, and patience. It might take 3 visits and 2 full hours. But once you have a bank account linked to WeChat Pay, congratulations, you can finally buy street food. Cash is almost dead in China. Everyone pays by phone. Even the elderly lady selling dumplings uses QR codes. Alipay or WeChat Pay. Pick one. Actually, pick both, because some places only accept one and not the other. SIM card. Easy to get. Take your passport to China Mobile, Unicom, or Telecom. Done in 20 minutes flat. Internet behind the firewall. YouTube gone, Twitter gone, Facebook gone. Your digital life needs a complete reset here. Replacements. Bilibili, Weibo, Xiaohongshu. Different apps, but same dopamine hits. Grocery shopping. Forget what you know. Wet markets are alive. Fresh meat, fish, unfamiliar vegetables. Supermarkets exist too. Hema by Alibaba delivers in 30 minutes. You can order your entire life from your phone. Cooking at home. Your kitchen probably has 2 burners and no oven. Chinese cooking is wok-based. Adapt or starve. But honestly, eating out is so cheap you might never cook. Street food for $2. Restaurant meals under $5. Working in China as a foreigner requires a work permit. Z visa first, then work permit, then residence permit. The process is layered and bureaucratic. Your employer sponsors everything. Without a job offer, you can't legally work here. Teaching English is the most common job for foreigners. Demand is still massive everywhere. Salary range? 10 to 30,000 yuan monthly, depending on city, qualifications, and whether you look Western enough. Yes, appearance matters. Some schools want young white native speakers, uncomfortable but real. Other jobs, tech companies in Shenzhen hire foreigners, marketing, design, engineering, but you'll need Mandarin for most. Freelancing exists in a gray zone. Technically, you need a work permit for any paid activity on Chinese soil. Taxes, 15 to 45% depending on income. Reforms in 2019 helped foreigners somewhat. Cost of living varies widely. Shanghai is pricey. In Chengdu or Kunming, money goes twice as far. Monthly budget in a Tier 2 city, 4,000 yuan for rent, 2,000 for food, everything else surprisingly affordable. In Shanghai or Beijing, double everything. 8,000 yuan rent for something decent. 15,000 and it gets comfortable. Saving money is possible if you're disciplined. Many teachers save half their salary. That's almost unheard of back home. Sending money home is restricted. China has capital controls. Max transfer is $50,000 per year. Banks require proof of taxes for transfers. Every receipt, every contract. The system is thorough. The economy is massive, but the rules are different. You're playing by China's rules now, not yours. Accept it. Business culture, relationships first, contracts second. Guanxi, connections, matter more than your resume here. Dinner meetings are work meetings. Baiju will be offered. Refusing is awkward. Accepting can be risky. If you learn the business culture, opportunities appear. China rewards patience, strong relationships, and real respect. Daily life can be a culture shock. China is loud, beautifully, constantly, chaotically loud. Construction is everywhere. Your neighborhood can completely change in just a few weeks. Traffic feels like organized chaos. Electric scooters ignore lights, and crossing the street can feel like a challenge. But public transportation is excellent, modern, cheap, and extremely efficient. High-speed trains connect the country. Beijing to Shanghai in 4.5 hours, 300 kilometers per hour. Didi is China's Uber. Cheap rides anytime, but the app is in Mandarin and your driver will call you. Healthcare. Hospitals are overwhelming, thousands daily. You register, wait, then get 3 minutes with a doctor. International clinics exist in big cities, expensive but English-speaking. Insurance might cover them, partially. Public hospitals are cheap but intense. A full checkup costs maybe 200 yuan, but expect crowds and chaos. Pharmacies sell some meds over the counter that need prescriptions elsewhere. Useful but confusing without Mandarin. The food. Oh, the food. China has 8 major culinary traditions. Each province has dishes you've never imagined. Sichuan is fire, numbing spice that makes your lips tingle. Cantonese is subtle. Xinjiang is lamb and cumin paradise. Street food culture is massive. Jianbing in the morning, chuaner at night. Your taste buds will never be bored. But hygiene standards vary wildly. Some street stalls are pristine, others, your stomach will need time to adjust. La Duci, diarrhea. Every foreigner experiences it, usually the first month. It's almost a rite of passage. Air quality. Some cities have real smog problems. Beijing winters can be rough. An air purifier becomes essential. Nature outside cities is stunning. Zhangjiajie, Guilin, Yunnan look like fantasy paintings come alive. Seasons hit different in China. Beijing summers are 40 degrees. Winters -10. The range is extreme. Now, the hard part. Loneliness. Being a foreigner alone in China can be profoundly, overwhelmingly isolating. Language is a real wall to connection. Small talk is easy, but deep friendship truly needs fluency. Expat bubbles exist in every major city. Comfortable, English-speaking, and familiar, but still limiting. I found my people in strange places: a pottery class, a running group, a random chat at a noodle shop. Chinese friendships? Slow at first, then suddenly everything. Dinners, trips, family. Peng yu, friend. But in China, a real friend will lend you money, pick you up at midnight, fight for you. Dating as a foreigner is complicated. You're exotic and suspicious. Cultural expectations clash. Some Chinese families welcome foreign partners. Others absolutely do not. It depends on the family, the region, everything. Holidays alone hit hardest. Chinese New Year, the biggest celebration, and everyone goes home. Cities empty, you stay. Ghost cities during Spring Festival. Everything closed, streets silent. You realize it runs on family, and you have none. But then a colleague invites you to their hometown. You eat dumplings with strangers who treat you like family. Those moments, unexpected kindness from unexpected people, make everything worth enduring. They really do. Mental health resources are limited. Some clinics offer counseling, apps help, but culture complicates it. Homesickness comes in waves. Sometimes a smell, a song, or seeing someone video call their family triggers it. Time zones make it worse. When your friends wake up, you're going to sleep. Conversations happen in fragments. Social media becomes a lifeline and a curse. You see life happening without you. FOMO hits different abroad. Exercise helps. Running helped me. China has beautiful parks in every city. Morning Tai Chi groups welcomed me. The expat community has high turnover. People leave constantly. You make friends, and they're gone within a year. Learning to be alone without being lonely. That's the real skill China teaches you if you're willing to learn. I started journaling, walking, exploring, finding temples, gardens, hidden dumpling spots. Slowly, China stopped feeling foreign. It started feeling like a difficult, beautiful, complicated place I chose as home. Cultural misunderstandings happen daily. Tipping is weird here. Splitting the bill is offensive. Fighting to pay is normal. Personal space is different. Queues are competitive, elevators a battlefield, bathrooms an experience. Directness can be surprising. You look tired or you gained weight are often just observations, not insults. Noise in restaurants is a sign of enjoyment. Silence means the food is bad. Slurping noodles loudly is acceptable. Gift giving has rules. Never give clocks. Sounds like sending to death. Red envelopes for money, even numbers only. Numbers matter. 4 is unlucky. Sounds like death. 8 is lucky. Buildings skip the 4th floor sometimes. Let's talk about the system. Because China's system is unlike anything you've experienced, no matter where you're from. Surveillance is everywhere, cameras and facial recognition across cities. At first you notice them, then you get used to it. The social credit system mainly affects Chinese citizens, but as a foreigner, your behavior still matters. VPNs are technically illegal, but widely used. Enforcement exists, but it is often selective. Political topics are sensitive in public. Most foreigners learn the boundaries quickly through social cues. Internet censorship can feel unpredictable. Some sites work for a while, then suddenly get blocked again. Government apps are increasingly required for services and digital identity in daily life. Police registration is mandatory. Hotels do it automatically, but with Airbnb, you must register yourself. Visa renewals, anxious waiting. Your entire life in China depends on paperwork and government approval every year. Permanent residency, the Chinese green card, is among the hardest to obtain in the world. Requirements: high-level job, huge investment, or marriage to a Chinese citizen for 5+ years minimum. The legal system works differently. As a foreigner, you have rights, but enforcement is complex. Get a lawyer early. Contracts are important, but relationships more so. A handshake deal with someone who trusts you outweighs signed papers. Safety. China is remarkably safe for its size. Violent crime rates are low. Walking alone at night is fine. Petty scams exist. Tourist traps and overcharging. Say, tai gui le, too expensive. Natural disasters vary by region. Earthquakes, typhoons, floods. Know your local risks. Emergency numbers: 110 police, 120 ambulance, 119 fire. Save them early. Embassy registration. Register with your embassy. In emergencies, it's your legal lifeline. Pollution days. Check AQI apps daily. Masks aren't just for pandemics here. Some days the air is dangerous. Water. Don't drink tap water, ever. Boil it or buy bottled. Every Chinese person knows this from childhood. Delivery culture. Almost everything comes to your door. Kuaidi, delivery workers, keep daily life running. Living alone in China changed me in ways I never expected. It broke me down and rebuilt me stronger. I learned that comfort zones are prisons. Every day outside mine taught me something I couldn't learn elsewhere. The loneliness was real. Some nights I cried into my pillow, missing home, missing voices, missing being understood. But the loneliness made me resourceful. I became my own best friend, my own navigator, my own anchor. China taught me patience. Nothing runs on your schedule here. Things almost always take longer than expected. I learned that kindness crosses language barriers. A smile translates everywhere, even without words. The grandmother next door brought me soup when I was sick. She spoke zero English. I understood everything. China is not what the headlines say. It's more complex, more beautiful, more frustrating, more human than any article. 1.4 billion people in a system so different from mine, and yet the basics are universal everywhere. People want safety, food, love, opportunity, and a future for their children, same in every country. If you're watching this and considering China, go. But go with open eyes, thick skin, and real curiosity. Learn some Mandarin before you arrive. Download WeChat. Get a VPN. Prepare to have everything you know challenged. Living abroad alone is the hardest and most rewarding thing you'll ever do. China amplifies both extremes. The pink-haired girl learned something here. Being uncomfortable is where real growth happens in your life. So, what would you do if you woke up tomorrow alone in the most populated country on Earth? Think about it.
Hello guys. Living alone in China as a foreigner means culture shock, loneliness and personal growth. The system, language and internet limits can be hard, but they also give you a unique life, experience and change how you see the world. And from what my friends who lived there told me, it's really like this.